Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone. My name is Kathy. We have been discussing and providing opinions on multiple documents that were released by the Moscow Police Department on July 23rd, 2025, relative to their investigation into the crimes at 1122 King Road that occurred back on November 13th, 2022. I wanted at this time to call to your attention sequencer document number 143. It is dated February 10th, 2023. The narrative subject is collection of Gonzalez's Apple Watch from, and then the name here is redacted, G. The narrative states, on February 9th, 2023, I was notified by, and it is a name that's redacted here, and it described as a representative of the Gonzalez family, discovered an Apple Watch in Kaylee's belongings, which had been released to the Gonzalez family on December 12, 2022. G stated that he took a video of himself removing the watch from the box. I told G MPD would take custody of the watch as it could be helpful to the investigation. G brought the Apple Watch to me at the Moscow Police Department later on February 8th, 2023. I had G sign the chain of custody sticker and provide him with my business card, on the back of which were instructions to send me the video of his discovery of the watch. I booked the Apple Watch into MPD evidence upon ending our conversation. I have since sent 2 emails requesting to G for the video of him locating the watch. As of this writing, I have not received any images or videos of G finding the watch. In addition, I spoke to several members of ISP and MPD who boxed up Kaylee's belongings, none of whom remember seeing the item. And then under the certification section, it is signed by Corporal Payne, dated February 10th, 2023, and then reviewed by Sergeant Dustin Blaker, February 16th, 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, if I could interject a few comments here first. It is a bit puzzling to me how it was that this potential piece of evidence that was treated as evidence when it was brought to the Moscow Police Department some 2 months approximately after items belonging to Kaylee were released following the episode where Chief Fry backed up a U-Haul truck and members of the Moscow Police Department went into the crime scene, the house. This was before Mr. Kohberger's arrest, so there was no opportunity for any defense attorney to object to this. Secondly, it is a bit confusing that if someone found this item 2 months later and said that there was video of him or her taking this item out of the box, why wasn't it produced even after Detective Payne asked for it? Third, if whoever found this item knew enough to contact the Moscow Police Department, why was it even taken out of the box at all? And then fourth, it appears that if in fact this item was in Kaylee's room where her other possessions were boxed up, it appears no one is taking any responsibility for doing so. As Detective Payne said, he spoke to several members of the ISP and MPD who boxed up Kaylee's belongings, and none of whom remember seeing this item. So a lot of confusion about this Apple Watch. From what I understand, these watches can operate as devices for communications. There might have been some communications on there that would have been important to the investigation of the crime. Information maybe that Kaylee sent out or that someone sent her as just one item that might be captured on this device. So this is quite confusing to me for the reasons I've stated. If you have any thoughts or comments on the matter, please leave them here. Until next time, this is Kathy. Thank you for joining us here today.